confirmed COVID cases yesterday. 190 of those cases in Lagos alone. You just heard Vaughn tell you about it. As usual, we are the state with the highest number of cases, followed by Rivers with 86. So Lagos, don't stop taking your precautions. So limit your movement. And when you must go out to work or to buy essentials, please wear a mask and keep your distance from people, and wash and sanitize your hands as frequently as possible. Second hard fact of the day: voter registration is ongoing and you can register online. Just go to cvr.inecnigeria.org to get started. cvr.inecnigeria.org so that you can get started. Third hard fact of the day: COVID vaccines will be available from Monday. We got that update from Faisal Shuaib. He's the executive director of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency. Remember, I told you yesterday that vaccine administration was supposed to restart today, but it got postponed. Now we know what the new date is. So next week, Monday, that's when it's supposed to restart. And we also know the reason why it was postponed. Shuaib said that they're giving NAFDAC enough time to certify the new vaccines. Remember that these are Moderna vaccines donated by the US government. Before now, we've been using the AstraZeneca jab, right? So I guess NAFDAC wanted to look at the new brand first and make sure that it was fit for purpose for you. So this is for my 69-year-old listener who was asking me, I think it was yesterday, who was asking me yesterday how he can register to get vaccinated. So just be on the lookout. Monday, you just go to the nearest health center to you and get the process started. And when you get there, just present your ID card proving that you're 69. People in your age bracket are priority, so they're going to attend to you first before they attend to anybody else. By the way, only 1% of Lagosians have been vaccinated. That's 200,000 people. Now, there are 1 million of you listening to Hard Facts. So that means that at best, 800,000 of you have not been vaccinated. So what I'm hoping for is that from next Monday, that number will start to change. This 1 million Lagosians cannot be wrong that I'm always saying, I beg, we're going to know for my hand. Biko, please get vaccinated as soon as you can. That's all I'm asking from you, right? And in return, I'm giving you a great show. Starting with the big three. Let's talk about the Federal High Court saying that state government, not FIRS, should collect VAT. Then let's talk about the sports minister accusing an Olympic athlete of trying to embarrass the country for telling the world he had only one jersey. And then let's talk about Boko Haram commanders surrendering and begging for forgiveness. Chukudi will bring you Community Report as always for a Tuesday. And on the big hard fact, we're going to talk about COVID-19. We'll talk about the new wave. We'll talk about the public health response to the new wave. I'll be talking to Dr. Oyeladun Okunromade. He's the Deputy Director and Head of the NCDC's One Health Division. I'll also have Dr. Basi Okboseng, who is the Director, Disease Control and Immunization for the NPHCDA. I just told you about the NPHCDA. That's the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency. Now, of course, as usual, news updates will come at the top of the hour every hour. Conversations with Rufai will take the air after I'm done at 6. But before I'm done, we're going to bring you Just a Minute. So you need to listen to every single thing I say on this show today if you want to be my winner on Just a Minute at the end of the show. But hey, let's get started with the big three, Lagos. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts.
This is the big three.
The big three
On Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Should state government or federal government collect taxes? Who do you think should be doing it? Who embarrassed the nation, the athletes or the administrators? I wish we still had Twitter so I could put up a poll there for you. Who embarrassed the nation, the athletes or the administrators? And should Boko Haram commanders who surrender receive forgiveness? Those are your big three, Lagos. Let's talk. The Federal High Court says FIRS should not collect value-added tax and personal income tax. That's our first story. Here's the deal. Rivers State took FIRS and the federal government to court for collecting VAT and PIT in the state. Rivers State basically made two arguments. Argument number one, that the federal government cannot collect VAT at all because it's not on the exclusive list. Number two, if federal government wants to collect income tax in the state, it has to rely on the state as its agent. And the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt agreed. The court relied on items 58 and 59 of the exclusive list and items 7 and items 8 of the concurrent list. Now, when I saw this judgment, I was very curious because this really restricts the federal government's power to collect taxes directly. So I went to go and look at those items in the Constitution, right? And here's what the exclusive list says in items 58 and 59. It says, the federal government has the right to assess and collect stamp duties, income taxes, profits and capital gains taxes. So clearly, value-added tax is not on the list. And maybe that's why the court said it's illegal for the FIRS to collect it. But income taxes are on the list. So I went to the concurrent list to look for the court's basis for its decision, right? Now, let me read item 7 in full for you because it's vital. So pay attention, right? 7 says, quote, in the exercise of its power to impose any tax or duty on capital gains, incomes or profits of persons other than companies, documents or transactions by way of stamp duties, the National Assembly may, subject to such conditions as it may prescribe, provide that the collection of any such tax or duty or the administration of the law imposing it shall be carried out by the government of a state or other authority of a state. End quote. Now, the court ruled that based on this item 7, federal government, item 7, anyways, based on this item 7, federal government must use the state government for collecting these taxes. But as you just heard, the actual language in the Constitution is may. I'm always telling you people on hard facts that words mean things. If you're going to say something, you have to be sure what it is you're trying to say. And usually when anybody says may, it means no be by force. You can do it, but no be by force. So I'm very curious to understand why the court has interpreted item 7 as putting an obligation on the federal government instead of an option. If you're a lawyer, and I know that all the professionals listen to this show, if you're a lawyer, I really want to hear your assessment of this. Of course, I'm sure that the FIRS may appeal this ruling to the appeal court, and since it's a constitutional issue, it will probably get to the Supreme Court. But it should be interesting to see which way they go, one way or the other, right? But let's leave aside the legal argument for a moment. Let's talk about what you, as a taxpayer, would prefer. Do you think that the federal government should be the one collecting these taxes directly, or do you prefer for state governments to do so? I'm sure that there are arguments for and against each position. I just want to hear what your argument is. For example, I know some people who are so against state revenue collection because they say that the states often use touts and other strong arm tactics. They also believe that most revenue collected by state governments and their contractors get diverted. SBM has a report about this. They're claiming that 98% of small businesses pay taxes and levies to non-state actors. We're going to be talking to SBM about this report next week on Balogun Abroad. It's next Wednesday, 5 o'clock. But yeah, 98%. So the question is, how much of that money ends up in government's hands? So who do you prefer as your tax collector? Federal government, state government, or local government? And what do you think about this judgment, Lagos? Women, call me on 01465 7190. 01465 Men, call me on 0700 993 993 993. 0700 993 993 993. If you're a lawyer, I especially want to hear from you on the show today. What do you think about this judgment? What do you think about it? There's also WhatsApp 080-959-75805. Hello, thanks for calling us.
Madam Sandra.
Good to have you on the show. What's your name?
My name is Azubike.
Welcome, Azubike.
So me to this tax collector of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm like a federal government
To collect it.
collecting the tax.
Okay.
Because if the federal government collect the tax, they can be able to use it to build more valuable things to the country. Are you getting me?
Okay.
But if a governor or a state government to collect the tax, I can see what is happening in so many states about paying of salary and other things, which the governor, they are not performing well.
Okay.
In the terms of federal level, federal, they are trying by giving avenue to each state. But those governors, they are not using it to develop the state. Likewise, what is happening in local government areas, when the governor will just appoint a chairman or councillor, then the governor and the chairman will be sharing the federal allocation that is coming to the state and the local government. So if the federal government can be able to collect the tax, I believe federal government will do more than state government. So I prefer federal government to collect the tax and distribute it to where the tax is supposed to be distributed, so that they can be able to use it to do much work in different areas than state government.
Okay.
That's what I'll be able to see in this
matter. Azubike, thank you for calling to share your thoughts. 99.3.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. What's your name?
I'm Mercy Ogene, calling from Ikorodu.
Welcome, Mercy Ogene.
Please, yesterday I played just a minute on your show, but the system cut me off.
Was that you?
Yes,
Did you try to get me on social media?
I don't have smartphone.
I see. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Hold on. Let me get your number, okay? Just stay on the line, okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me? All right. Fantastic. All right. Go ahead and give me your number. Hold on, please. Hold on. Give me your number. Mm-hmm. 7362. Oh, okay. Can you call the number again? Mm-hmm. 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 All right. What's your bank? Okay. And what's your account number? Mm-hmm. 176. Call the number again for me. What's your full name? Efe Ogene Iyaworife. Okay. I'm not sure I'm spelling it correctly, but I mean, once we put in your account number, it should show up, right? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So here's what's going to happen. We're going to listen back to yesterday's show to confirm that it was you. Once we confirm that, we'll send you your 10 grand. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling. What's your name?
My name is Dr. Parker.
Welcome.
Yeah, Sandra, this is a very serious topic.
Okay.
I feel the state government should be in the right position to be collecting the
Tax.
taxes.
Okay.
Because you cannot be using taxpayers' money for selfish purposes.
Okay.
And that's why I would advise that the state government should be collecting it.
When you say selfish purposes, what do you mean?
Selfish purposes, treating self in abroad without caring for the medical doctors here.
Okay.
Then getting the livestock stuff that is when you talk about the livestock, which is for personal, for individual businesses that will not generate income to the federal government, they are wasting resources.
Yeah, but I mean, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But I'm also thinking about states like Abia State, for instance, or even River State that took the federal government to court, right? Where they also collect taxes in their state. There's their internal generation, right? And yet you have those states not paying salaries of teachers, civil servants. In the case of Abia, more than 30 months of not paying salaries, right? So is it really about who collects the taxes, or is it really about, I mean, when you think about what's happening in Abia and Rivers, that are states that are collecting revenue as well, and the work that they're not doing with the revenue they're collecting, does your argument about them using it for personal reasons still stand?
Okay, then look at the deplorable roads. Nothing is being done. People are suffering a lot.
Again, a lot of the deplorable roads within different states are the responsibilities of the local government and the state governments.
Then if that is the responsibility of the local government and the state government, those resources that is in that state should be judiciously used for the state.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, sir? What's your name?
Akin calling from outside of Ogun State.
Welcome, Akin.
To me, I think the state should do it honestly, collect the tax honestly.
Okay.
But how do we solve the problem of double taxation? Imagine me as a businessman now, running a business in Lagos State. Tax has been collected because most of the taxes collected by state now. You get to other states, they will tell you, on our own. And these people we are experiencing this currently with the tax collected. Back to the state, won't we face double taxation?
Okay.
That's where my problem, and I think we should solve before transferring this into. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you much for currently watching. They're finally there. We also have a signing for former Real Madrid captain Sergio Ramos on a free transfer in France after agreeing to join Paris Saint-Germain. Teaching on it at a crowd that gathered to, I guess, welcome there. I'm sure you'll be hearing more about that on today's show. Femi and the gang is telling you. So if you can start. But yeah, back to the big three. We have on Facebook, Babating Service Landmark and Watershed in the is that annals of jurisprudence in terms of federal and state taxes. It is heartwarming that the VAT taxes being collected by federal government should stop and be routed to the state revenues. It is unethical to ban alcoholic drinks in your state and benefit from the taxes accruable from them. I know the federal government will appeal this court ruling, but as for me, VAT should go to the states. Okay, thank you very much for your comment. More comments here. We'll take a look at the ones from WhatsApp. Let me see if I have access to WhatsApp. Patience, can you get me the WhatsApp tablet? Let's see if we've got messages there that we can take very quickly. But before you do that, let me take a call. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Ifeanyi English.
Ifeanyi English. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah.
In a true federalism,
okay,
taxes should be collected by states. My state cannot be, like Lagos State now we are now. Alcohol, they sold alcohol here.
Okay.
And Kaduna is not selling alcohol. Then the VAT that was remitted from VAT from alcohol be shared to those states. It's not done. Let us tell ourselves the truth. So VAT should be collected by state to maintain the state.
Okay.
Then those people who are not, or that look for a way to generate their own revenue, That's the true fact of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Let's take a look at messages on WhatsApp now. WhatsApp is 080-959-75-805. Well, those messages are not coming in just yet, but I'll wait for them to come in. So let's take a look instead at Facebook, where we have Kelechi Kelechi Cyril Yembuchi says states should collect taxes and use it for the development of the state, especially as regards taxes collected on alcohol and beverages. Hold on, where's that message? Which some states in the north consider haram. Okay. If you consider alcohol haram and ban it, you should not share in its proceeds. Don't use your teeth to share a piece of meat you don't eat. Okay. All right then. Everyone talking about alcoholic beverages. It's 3:26. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Don't go away.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Bringing you the latest weekly happenings from pop culture, music, movies, celebrity drop-bys, all wrapped up in great conversation. On the Buzz Info, with radio's fabulous Ugochi Adua and Pundit every Fridays from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's big, it's better, it's back. She Can Do More 3.0 is here. Date, Friday, August 13, 2021. Venue, Musan Center, Onikon, Lagos. Time, 9 a.m. Be motivated by fellow women who believed they could do more and who today are breaking barriers in their different fields. You want to know what is going down at She Can Do More 3.0? Don't wait to be told. Speaking, Cecilia Dada, Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs, Lagos. Elaho Iboni, MD Shell, Nigeria Exploration and Production. Abimbola Agbejile, Wema Bank. The Catalyst, Lanre Olushola, Kelechi Amadiobi, Folake Shueton, CEO, Ikeja Electric, Dr. Maimuna Kadiri, MD Pinnacle Medical Center, Ezine Ezani, Founder, Chican Nigeria, and COO MBR Signature. Be there! Admission is free. Registration is required. Visit www.chicannigeria.org. Powered by Shell Nigerian Exploration and Production Limited and many more.
Hi kids, are you ready for a space adventure? Are you between the ages of 7 to 17? Then get ready for the largest STEP summer program in Africa. It's the Space Arcade 2021. You can be part of Young Space Explorers in a 3-week intense hybrid bootcamp. How about building and launching a rocket? Wouldn't you like finding about life on Mars? Ooh, and that's not even the best part. You also get to engage in activities like robotics and coding, virtual tour of space agency, 3D printing, and many, many more. Registration starts from 40,000 naira for online participants, 60,000 naira for physical centers across Lagos only. To register, visit www.alibright.com. For more details, call 080-770-28443. This program starts from August 2nd to August 20th for Batch A, August 16th to September 3rd for Batch B. Time, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily. Registration ends on July 31st.
Femi and the Gang, in partnership with Sign Up Consult, present the latest invention in human history, 38 Bars. Follow the nation's finest sports gang through the 38-game season as we deliver live football updates and analysis at your favorite bars across Lagos. The revolution is here and live on Nigeria Info. Reach out for sponsorship and advertising. 38 Bars with Femi and the Gang, where football meets lifestyle. Listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 3:30. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and Sunday Dare says Chukwuebuka Enekwechi tried to embarrass Nigeria on TikTok. That's our second story. Sunday Dare is, of course, the sports minister, and Enekwechi is an Olympian. He competed in the shot put. He became the first ever Nigerian to qualify for the shot put final. But in the day before the final, he posted a video on TikTok. I'm sure you've seen that viral video by now, but if you haven't, I'm showing it to you on our Facebook live stream. I'll keep showing it to you for a bit. our Facebook and YouTube live stream. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. YouTube is Nigeria Info FM. If you haven't seen that video, go and see it now. Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. In that video, he captions it as, quote, "When you qualify for Olympic finals, but you have only one jersey." In that video, you can see him washing his jersey in a bathroom sink. You remember, some of us had to do that back in the day when we had maybe only one uniform or only one uniform that was clean. And so you wash it in the sink overnight and hope that it dries before you have to go to school the next day. Well, now Sunday Diary has responded. He said, quote, "The ministry's responsibility and that of the 38 national sporting federations, NSFs, of kitting are well spelled out. The production of general wares for Team Nigeria is always the responsibility of the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. Procurement for the competition wear is the responsibility of the respective federations because of the fact that each sport requires specialized outfits, boxing, wrestling, athletics, and each of the federations need different wares. The ministry provides budgetary support to the federations. The quantity of competition wares given to each athlete is the decision of the particular federation. No complaints came to my notice until the TikTok video posted by one of the athletes went viral. We immediately stepped in to manage the situation. The federation involved has been directed to provide a detailed explanation about the kit. The TikTok video on the issue was an attempt to create a media frenzy to embarrass Nigeria." End quote. So Sunday Diary is basically saying that it was the fault of the Athletics Federation, AFN, not the ministry. Secondly, he's saying that nobody contacted the ministry before the viral video. And third, Enekwechi's video wasn't proper because it embarrassed the country. I hope you're seeing the video on our live stream. Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Now, of course, the question is, was there any way for the athletes to reach out to the ministry directly? Also, the ministry has oversight powers over the federations. They have oversight powers. For example, Dara himself says that he has asked the AFN to explain the situation. So some Nigerians are asking, couldn't the ministry have used that power to check on the AFN's preparations before the situation with the jerseys? Is it acceptable that the sports ministry was unaware of the jersey situation before the Olympics started? Why did Chukwuebuka Enekwechi have only one jersey to begin with? And the answer is simple. He and the other Nigerian athletes, most of them anyway, only received one. Normal. That's not normal. Usually they get up to a dozen sets. But I'm sure you've been following the whole drama around kits for our Olympians. The AFN signed a deal with Puma. Puma gave them about $2 million, also provided kits, but the sports ministry tried to void that deal because the ministry doesn't recognize the AFN ESCO that signed the deal. The case even went to court, and the court said that the deal was valid. But still, by the time the Olympics started, the team still had not received the kits, even though Puma sent them to Tokyo. There's still a lot of controversy over why the kits were not delivered. Some are pointing fingers at Dare and the ministry, others are pointing fingers at the AFN, but either way, it definitely was not the fault of the athletes. And that brings me to Dare's statement. That Enekwechi's TikTok video that he said embarrassed the country. Do you agree? Do you believe that Enekwechi and the other athletes should have remained silent about their plight to protect Nigeria's image? It reminds me of family members who say, oh, don't talk about the fact that somebody in the family raped you, or don't talk about the fact that your husband is beating you. Keep quiet, suffer in silence. Why do we have a culture of no, cover your shame? Why do we not point the light at, who is at fault? Shine the torch on who gets the blame. But I'm diverting, maybe it's not even the same situation here. Maybe it's a different situation here. Perhaps he has a point. Because, you put a video like that on TikTok, it will go viral, right? So does he have a point? Does Dare have a point? Do you believe that Enekwechi and the other athletes should have protected Nigeria's image? Or do you believe that the sports federations, the ministry, and the other administrators are the ones that damaged Nigeria's image by not making the right preparations? 0700-993-993-993 01465-7190. Men call me on the first number, women call me on the second number. 01465-7190. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Pastor Ladipo calling
Welcome.
from Morilegum.
Welcome. Go ahead.
You see, the most annoying thing is the response of this minister. If the minister believes that we have a president that is proactive, he will know that by now, from that place, he would have lost his job. Number two, what did he expect the guy to do? Did you listen and watch the video of the AFN deputy man that was interviewed, who said that they gave that guy $1,000 to pull down that video? See, we have a lot of them. They are square pegs in round holes who are occupying position today. The statement of the man is even totally wrong. It's wrong. He's supposed to even come back and start apologizing and pleading with Nigerians that, look, we didn't do well, we didn't plan well because of officials. See, Sandra, let me tell you the truth.
Okay.
Go and check how many officials went to Tokyo. There are more than number of athletes. And the man is telling us rubbish that in fact, I'm even angry with him, with what he was saying. How will you use that kind of language? It's wrong now. The Yoruba say, wrong, go. It's not good now. Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for calling, Pastor Ladipo. Hello.
Hi, Sandra. How are you doing today?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Shade.
Hi, Shade. Welcome.
Yes. See, our anyhowness in Nigeria is just plenty. So they expect that the athlete, or Sunday, I'm going to say they, because, he's not gender fluid. Sunday Diary expected that the athletes who were aware, most likely, of what was going on with the AFN would not know that they should have had a lot of their kits. But last minute they got one. And then he expected them to be quiet to save Nigeria's shame when Nigeria did not cover their own shame. It's like everyone knew. Obviously, if you're following sports before, you would have known, there were factions in AFN. But the Olympics brought it out for people that were not even following they were not following athletics to know that there were factions. They did it themselves. Because if they are just jejely giving them the Puma kit, we most likely would not have had this, I have only one stuff done. Because they were there. Now, rumor has it, that Sunday Diary told them not to wear it, even though they were there. And then they last minute produced what they wore. The athletes supposedly lost money, bonuses that have got into them if they podiumed. And then they're now saying these kids, these people should, cover Nigeria's shame. They shouldn't. Let me say what I need to say to him. He's lucky that he's not been fired, because in a saner climb, he should have been fired because he's not keeping his house in order. And he's not telling the athletes to help him keep his house in order. Bamba. They should do more than TikTok video. Thank you.
So they say, Bamba. 99.3, hello.
Hello.
How are you? What's your name, ma'am?
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? What's your name? Good afternoon.
Who's Chinaya?
Nonye, my namesake.
Hey, my baby, how now? So you fresh? Wow, I don't miss you, Sha.
I miss you too.
How is
Welcome.
it?
I did. How you see this story?
He say Nigeria say why the guy will come they bring out their leg out of the.
How you go carry our matter go outside? This is a family affair.
The guy never damaged the knee. He said that maybe the guy go use wash the stuff cloth. I go know they say the color. They no put the color well. I don't just know understand. Now so then go they cover. How Nigeria won't use better. Now so then they cover inside, cover everything. I'm confused. Ezekwesili. I'm confused. Ezekwesili. What I they do? You laugh your laugh. Maybe do.
I didn't hear you now.
How far my baby is from? I don't tired now. I won't focus on my baby now.
Okay, no worry. Once you're ready, just let me know. Me will plan and well. Me will plan that your birthday well. Let me go to WhatsApp and see the comments we've got there. Hi, Sandra. Nigeria sports administrators are shameless. The athlete did not act wrongly in this respect. I can remember some few years ago, Super Eagles traveled to Ibadan for World Cup qualifiers, but left the jerseys in Surulere. Nigeria played a FIFA grade match in a tracksuit cut by scissors. No one was punished, so Sandra Ezekwesili drew confidence from that shenanigan. We don't abhor bad deeds and will continue to be embarrassed by very selfish and corrupt officials. Babatunde, thank you very much for your message. Jude Anyamu says, Insana climbs. Honorable Minister for Sports should have long ago kissed his office goodbye. But in a country like ours, where impunities like the ones our dear minister brought to our nation in Tokyo, it will be the same of the same. Past malfeasance of his predecessors in other offices has only but emboldened Sunday Dare to come before the public and say this. Mochukwe Enekwesili made a scapegoat of the minister. Dare's position for defense of this disgrace is not welcome at all. Enekwesili's action, and by extension other athletes, was the way to go. He only showcased the usual Niger. He should bow his head in shame. All right. Thank you very much. Sunday Dare is 100% wrong. He's supposed to be fired, Paul from Apapa says. I've got someone who says, I'm enjoying your show. I don't blame that man that posted on TikTok because people in power don't like hearing the truth. All right. As Nwoke Ben says, Enekwesili is right, letting Nigerians know how they treated the athletes. Maybe they want to sell the jerseys made for them. Why should they remain silent? Silence has led the system to be rotten. All right. Anthony from Lekki says, in a sane country, Sunday Dare should have lost his job by now. We'll take a final message here. Hello, Sandra, my president. Happy to hear from you. Have been out of the country for a while. I just came back. I'm so happy to tune in. And I heard you went for a rest leave. Okay. Victor from Okota Palace Way with that message, who says, for me, I would prefer the tax should be given to the state government in conjunction with some officials of the local government. But last, we know where the money go land, either federal, state, or local government. Meanwhile, did you watch BB Niger last night? White money has all my votes. Hi, Victor. Yes, I watched last night. My husband was supposed to give me summary. Just was giving me nonsense summary. I should fire him as my information minister. Seriously. Yes, but I watched and I'm sad that they nominated Sasuke, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. I said that was my final message. I mean, all right, so let me come back to the phone lines and then we'll move on to our final story. Our final story is a doozy. 99.3. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hey,
yeah.
How are you? What's your name?
My name is Chooks.
Hi, Chooks. Welcome.
Yeah. It's funny though. It's just like a wedding whereby you give a tailor clothes to sew for you, and the day of the wedding, he did not bring clothes. Who you want wear them for? Nigeria is very funny. This TikTok and social media, this is the way we portray. We just use medium to say our mind. You understand?
Okay.
They should just go arrange their house. The house is on fire. Even if it's in abroad, the person will resign immediately. I tell you, you and your team are trying, Joe.
Thank you.
Thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My last call, and then we'll move to the final story. Well, that's my cue to move to the final story. Boko Haram commanders are begging for forgiveness. Yes, you heard me. The Nigerian army paraded some men who claim to be surrendering Boko Haram fighters. If you're watching on Facebook, we're showing you their pictures. The army says that these men turned themselves in due to recent defeats and efforts by the army to encourage them to surrender. Here's a statement from the army spokesperson, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu. He said, quote, following the recent escalation of offensive operations coupled with non-kinetic efforts by troops of Operation Hadinkai, OPHK, which yielded massive surrendering of Boko Haram and Islamic State of West Africa province terrorists in the northeast, the chief bomb expert of the terrorist group known as Musa Adamu, aka Mala Musa Abuja, and his second in command, Usman Adamu, aka Abu Darda, along with their families and followers, have also finally surrendered to the troops of Operation Hadinkai in Bama local government area of Borno State. The acting general officer commanding GOC 7 Division and Commander Sector 1 OPHK, Brigadier General Abdul Wahab Adelokun Eyitayo, was at Headquarters 21 Special Armored Brigade Bama on Saturday, 7 August 2021, to receive the set of the surrendered Boko Haram terrorists and their families. During the visit, the GOC said their decision to drop their arms and come out is highly commendable, adding that they should also try to talk to their brothers and colleagues in the forest to come out and embrace the new life of peace and rehabilitation. General Ayitayo, who spoke through an interpreter, further disclosed that they will undergo some rehabilitation process at a government facility before reintegration into the larger society. End quote. Now, we've talked about the Army's rehabilitation program before. We've talked about it numerous times, but we're talking about it again because we're suddenly seeing higher numbers of surrendering fighters. And at the same time, Nigerians are divided about the wisdom of this approach. Some say that amnesty and rehabilitation is really the only long-term way to end the insurgency. But others say that if we are too lax in the way we decide whom to forgive and in how we rehabilitate them, we may just be giving a soft landing to people who hate the country and who are still committed to destroying it. And then you have others who say we have limited resources. We should be using the resources to help the victims of the insurgency instead of rehabilitating their victimizers. What do you say? I want to know how you see this situation. Do you think that we can win this counterinsurgency without an amnesty, or do you believe that we have to leave room for rehabilitation after surrender? Do you think that we have the resources for this? Do you think we're ignoring the victims? Do you think Nigeria has the skill to truly rehabilitate these fighters? Or are we just going to end up forgiving people who are still hostile? WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. We're showing you the pictures of some of these people who claim to be commanders in Boko Haram who have surrendered. They're carrying interesting placards. I found the placards interesting. Go check them out. Our YouTube live stream is Nigeria Info FM. But the phone numbers are 01465-7190. Women, call us on that number. 01465-7190. That's for women. For men, 0700-993-993-993. Hello. Thanks for calling us. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling. What's your name?
This is Mrs. Adetukumbo from Badagry.
Welcome, madam. Good to have you on the show.
You see, I want to comment via Boko Haram leaders their surrender.
Okay.
You know, these people, they know what they are doing. Nigerians will never forgive them because they have sent many millions to early graves. and now they come say they have surrendered. What about the herdsmen now? They are terrorizing everywhere before. They are still killing till now. Look at Jos. Look at Benue. So tomorrow these people will come out and say they should forgive them. That will never happen. They must kill them. Let them kill them. They have destroyed many people. Look at the north there. Many families are not existing again what God has made with his hand. Then they destroyed them. Come out now say they should forgive them. Sister, nothing like forgiving at all. If they want to forgive them, let them bring these people where they kill. Let Nigeria government go and wake them and compensate the family. They know what they are doing, you know. These Hausa people say they are Boko Haram, they are Fulani herdsmen, they are bandits. They know what they are doing. They can't use Nigeria money again to say they want to give them amnesty. For what?
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Adetokumbo, for calling. 99.3, hello. Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name?
18 from Satellite Town.
18, welcome.
The first story, it touched the High Court in River State giving judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard that Wike lost a case in the court? There's a human rights activist called Livingstone Uche. In 2015, was warning Nigeria, say they should look up, they should watch out the relationship, the unholy relationship with Wike and the former chief CJN, Onoge. And you remember, I believe you were in River State at Dr. Obiwali International Conference Center when it was thanking God for the victory at the Supreme Court. He confessed that Peter Odili always called him at midnight to tell him the number of judges Supreme Court that should call before that judgment came in his favor. Even I was in River State, before the judgment, before the Supreme Court gave judgment, the eve of that judgment, PDP members were declaring party in all the beer parlors in River State. Imo State, the National Boundary Commission seeded some oil wells, either 17, from River State to Imo State. You quick to go to Supreme Court and obtain perpetual injunction, stopping the federal government and National Boundary Commission from effecting the seeding of those oil wells to River State. He had been he abandoned River State judiciary project and jumped into federal government judiciary project, building housing and caps, expensive caps for judges. You should watch out. All this is unholy romance, pocketing the judiciary. I can't believe any judge. I cannot accept any judgment by River State Wike because he said he was the one that make Wike, Amechi, the governor. How did it come about? And Nigerians are not asking the question. It should be called to questioning. Thank you.
Thank you, Etim, for calling. We've got 1 minute. In that 1 minute, can we take a very quick call? All right, let's take a very quick call. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I've got less than 50 seconds for you.
Yes, I plead to remain anonymous.
That's
I want
fine.
to comment on those Boko Haram commanders that are surrendering. I want to ask Nigerians if these people really deserve to surrender or amnesty.
Okay.
Have you seen the number of people they have killed in this country?
Okay.
I know very soon they will rehabilitate them and bring them back into the army, police, Air Force, and Navy. That's just the plight. If you have been there, you will know what I'm saying. These people don't deserve mercy. They actually don't deserve mercy. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Anonymous, for calling. Very quick call there. Let's see if we can take a few messages off of WhatsApp very quickly and then go off on a break. Sandra, I have a conspiracy theory here. How did this new army succeed within such a short period of time where the other army chiefs failed? I smell a rat. Okay. All right. I'm going to take the rest of that message after this break.
Everybody needs a little help every now and then. Sometimes it's sugar or salt, or an extra hand to change a flat tire, or a small loan. At Kuda Microfinance Bank, we believe that your bank should do more than just store your money. We want to do more for you. So when you use your Kuda accounts to pay bills, buy airtime, and make transfers regularly, we'll offer you an overdraft, which is a low-interest loan that you can take anytime you need it. No long talk, no collateral, no paperwork involved. Just download Kuda on the Play Store or the App Store, open a Kuda account, and use it regularly to qualify for a Kuda overdraft. Kuda, free banking for you.
There was a pandemic that led to a lockdown. Then came boredom and more boredom. Now, it's time for the August meeting. Lagos, brace yourselves as Never the Bridge TV presents Acapella, My Mic and I for the August meeting. One man, one mic, one stage. A night of 100% humor. Venue, Eco Hotels and Suites. Date, Sunday, 15th August 2021. Time, 7 p.m. Tickets, premium table of 6, 2 million naira. Gold table of 6, 1.5 million naira. Bronze table of 6, 500,000 naira. VIP single seats, 30,000 naira. For bookings, call 0806-701-0127. All COVID-19 protocols will be duly observed. This event is for 500 guests only. Acapella, My Mic and I for the August meeting is supported by AfriPay. Media support, Cool Wazobia Info. This is a Never the Bridge TV production. Packaged by Dope Boy Entertainment and Larry Mako Events.
Everybody needs a little help every now and then. Sometimes it's sugar or salt or an extra hand to change a flat tire or a small loan. At Kuda Microfinance Bank, we believe that your bank should do more than just store your money. We want to do more for you, so when you use your Kuda account to pay bills, buy airtime, and make transfers regularly, we'll offer you an overdraft, which is a low-interest loan that you can take anytime you need it. No long talk, no collateral, no paperwork involved. Just download Kuda on the Play Store or the App Store, open a Kuda account, and use it regularly to qualify for Kuda overdraft. Kuda, free banking for you.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
All right, let's take a look at those messages on WhatsApp. So my guy here says he suspects foul play. He smells a rat. Boko Haram has killed at least 5,000 people, and all we will do is give them amnesty. Nigeria, watch out. This is season 1. Season 2 will come out very soon. All right. Let's take a look at more messages. Harriet says these Boko Haram members are a threat to humanity. They should be eliminated from the surface of this earth. Oh, wow. Where's you people's forgiving spirit? Austin in Lagos says, Sandra, the question is, does Nigeria have any image in the first place? Sandra, it's not fair to rehabilitate Boko Haram members who have killed and sent many out of their ancestral homes, turning them into beggars and destitutes. Rotimi Ayodele in Shasha with that message. Sandra, do you know this Etim guy goes to stations telling stories about PDP? And most of those stations cut him off because his submissions are always irrelevant. Well, I mean, on Nigeria Info, your mic is always on. We're always playing that, right? So on 99, well, hold on, let me even find that thing. It doesn't matter what opinions you hold. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and that's people who support the government, people who oppose the government. Give us a call, share your thoughts. If you oppose the government, we're going to debate you. At least if you call me, I will debate you if you oppose the government and you're making points that don't gel. If you support the government and you call me, I'll debate you if you're making points that don't gel, right? So I'm not going to cut off anybody because they have opinions that you don't like. Sandra, let's be honest. You don't even have any need to bring this issue to be discussed. Does it hold water? Just listen to the Minister of Sports. I'm disappointed to be a Nigerian. By tomorrow, I'm going to switch to Benin Republic. That's a message from Zokambasa Daniel. All right, Zokambasa Daniel, and everybody else who has called into the show today and who's still calling to try and share their opinions, try and share their thoughts. Thank you very much for giving us your afternoon. We have more hard facts coming your way. Community U Report is up next. And then at 5 o'clock, we're going to talk about COVID-19. And we're going to talk about COVID-19 with the experts, not your auntie on Facebook who is writing threads, with the actual experts who know enough about the disease to talk to you professionally about this disease.
Because the news never stops. We never stop.
18-year-old boy. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.